Today, we'll be continuing our in-depth look at how to effectively answer the most common job interview questions. In previous video, I covered answering the question, why do you want to leave your job? Well, in this video, we'll cover a question that is, in essence, the opposite of that. Why do you want to work here? With that in mind, you can use a lot of the same strategies that we explored in the previous videos to answer this question too. Why do you want to work here is a common question you'll encounter in almost every interview. Like many job interview questions, it's deceptively simple. It might even seem obvious. You want a job, they have a job. But don't give a lazy, simple answer such as that. It's not as clever or relatable as you think it is. This is a layered question that gives you insight into why you want to work for the company in that specific position. It also shows the interviewer that you are serious about getting the role and you have a genuine connection to it. Additionally, it helps them determine if your goals and values align with the company. When tackling this question, you want to provide an answer that establishes your credibility by showing that you're knowledgeable about the company. Your answer should have substance and be authentic. Avoid being vague here. Now that you know a little bit about why job interviews ask this question, we'll go through the process of crafting an effective answer that leaves a great impression on the interviewer and demonstrates your value to the company. But before we get started, as always, please consider liking, subscribing, clicking that bell. It's completely free and really means a lot. Assess your goals and values. So like I mentioned, the main purpose of this question is to see whether or not you're a good match for the company and its goals, values, and work environment. As such, before anything else, you want to be confident in your own core values before you can compare and contrast them with the organization's. Here are a few things to consider before we delve deeper into answering this question. Core values. Let's start with the most basic driving force in your life, your core values. These are the fundamental beliefs that influence your decisions and overall behavior. These can be anything from character traits such as kindness, generosity, loyalty, and even honesty, to more specific causes such as human and animal rights, charity, education, or preservation. While there's no need to go overboard here, listing 3 or 4 should be enough. The more material you have to work with, the better. Future goals. These can be personal goals such as owning a house, starting a family, or traveling the world. Or broader wishes for the future of the earth, such as climate stability, equality, or ending war, or even world hunger. The sky's the limit here. Career objectives. Are you looking for a steady, consistent job? Or are you even looking to move your way up to the corporate ladder through promotions? Do you see yourself as a manager of a team, or a member of that team providing the hard work necessary to meet your goals? All of this information will help the interviewer determine if the position and company is right for you. Preferred culture. Along those same lines, consider the company culture you're looking for. Do you need a more traditional office environment, quiet and professional, or are you looking for a modern, laid-back atmosphere where you can joke around and socialize frequently with your coworkers and boss? Once you're confident in your own values, beliefs, and goals, you can move on to researching that of the company's. Research the company and position. The only way to see if your values align with the company is to understand it better. To do this, you'll want to do some preliminary research on the organization and its mission and goals. I would suggest starting with the company's website. There should be an About Us page that will give you an overview of the company and its history, which is always a good place to start. Continue to explore the website for a deeper look at the company's values. They may have a news or updates page where you can see what's going on within the company, or even a blog page. Additionally, you can check social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn to see how they present and market themselves online. You also want to look outside the company's online presence at their reputation as an employer. You can use sites like Glassdoor to see how other employees consider their time at the organization. Search your favorite news websites for more information on the public image and outreach programs. Finally, consider if you've ever used the company's product or even service before. If you haven't, get to know what they offer by trying it out or reading reviews. Hiring managers love to hear personal stories about how you're positively interacted with their organization in the past. Show them that you're interested in providing this high-quality service to other customers. Create a list. Equipped with both your personal values and the company's mission and goals in mind, you can start thinking about how to answer this question. I suggest starting by making a list, matching core values and goals with that of the company's. While doing this, ask yourself, why do I want to work here? Do the company qualities and values match my own? Can I see myself performing the role effectively and with enthusiasm? Once you know the answers to these questions, you can then refine them into your own final answer. Craft your answer. It's important to have a specific, authentic answer that is well-researched and shows your passion for the company and role. Using the list we created in the last step, demonstrate specific examples of why the position or organization interests you and how your goals and values align with theirs. Your goal is to show that you've done thorough research on the company and that it resonates with you on more than just a surface level. You'll probably want to practice giving your answer before the actual interview, but don't memorize it word for word. You run the risk of coming off as artificial and disingenuous, which is something you'll especially want to avoid in this question. Mistakes to avoid. First and foremost, think back at my video on the question, why do you want to leave your job? The key to answering that question is to really remain positive and focused on the future. You'll really want to do the same thing here too. Don't discuss the negatives of your current role. Additionally, avoid bringing up compensation or employee benefits. While these are obvious factors for you to consider, they don't need to be mentioned in the interview. Remember, focus your answer on how you can bring value to the company by being engaged and passionate about the work that they do. A worker who isn't engaged runs the risk of turnover, which costs the organization time and money. A worker who demonstrates their commitment through engagement with the company's goals provides value to the organization. Finally, avoid being general or vague. The interviewer is looking for specifics. Prove to them that you have done research on the company and role with specific examples. If you're having trouble answering this question, consider that the company's goals and values might not align with yours. That's okay, but it may not be the most appropriate position for you. This doesn't mean you shouldn't interview for it. It's always good to practice. But ensuring that you are passionate about the company and its goals not only proves value to the organization itself, but it provides you with the peace of mind that the work you're doing is personally meaningful to you. You might consider looking for a role that better fits your core values. This wraps up this video about how to answer the question, why do you want to work here? Do you have your own tips, tricks, or stories about answering this question? I'd love to hear them. Leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, if you like this video and want to see more like it, please consider liking, subscribing, and clicking that bell. It really means a lot and helps with the algorithm. Don't also forget to add me at Preston_Park, as I also try my best to post daily. Otherwise, thank you so much again, and we'll see you on the next one.